Hey guys, welcome back. If you've watched my last couple of videos, I'm in the middle of doing a declutter. I'm going to throw in a get ready with me kind of, I don't know what I'm going to use, kind of dilly do. You guys know these videos I just kind of randomly grab. And I am going to grab, because I'm working on this one, my Saturday Skin Waterfall. I mean, there's still a ton in here, but I have, she's gone down quite a bit. So this is one I've been using kind of between the other Saturday Skin that's like a cream. And then I also have out here the 111 Skin. So I've been working on a couple moisturizers kind of back and forth. Yeah, we're just going to rub that in and let it sit for a second. But this is, yeah, the Saturday Skin Waterfall. I've been working on that one. The other Saturday Skin is that Pretty Pop. This is heavy. So that's the difference. This is like a really thick whipped cream. So yeah. For primer today, I might actually use the Touch and Soul Icy Sherbet, because I have barely touched this one. And let's give it a go. I'm going to just put a little bit of this around, and I'll take my sponge and move it around. I still have a little bit on my nail. So I'm just going to take my damp sponge, just lightly move this around. The earrings are shining today. What is up with that? All right. So for foundation, let's use something I've not used in a while. I'm going to grab, because all these are getting old and they need to be used. This is the Vitalist Healthy Elixir. Do they even make this anymore? Do they still make this? I want to turn you guys just hair. Do they make this? Let me know down below, because I don't know if they even make it anymore. So I want to give it just a little dab. You guys know I don't like. I think there's a glob there. It needs to come off, because it had not been used in a while. And I don't like full coverage pat. I move it around and then I pat. I shear it out and pat. And I need to go get this off my fingers. So that was like a little glob that had dried up on the end. All right, let me see if I do have a paper towel, tissue paper, anyway. That will work. Okay. Making sure I got it all off, because if I didn't, it'll be all over me. Before this is over, it'll be all over my clothes, all over me. So that is the Healthy Elixir. I don't even know if they still make that anymore or not, but I have it. I'm going to use it. The e.l.f. Camo Hydrating. I just do my eyes. I just highlight my eyes. That's pretty much it. I highlight my eyes. My eyes are really the only place I have like discoloration that I want to actually kind of cover. The wind is blowing like crazy today, so if you hear like crazy sounds, it's the wind. It's blowing like crazy. And then if there's anything left on the sponge of that, then I kind of go down and hit those areas. That spot looked like it hadn't been blended as good. Okay, I think we're done with that. My face feels really damp. That sponge was really damp, so I'm gonna grab my fan and just give it this for a second. And then I'm going to use, let's grab a face powder. I'm going to grab the Fit Me Fair and maybe mix it with a little light. I'm going to just tap some out to the cap. And then I'm going to take some light and throw just a little bit of that in to the fair. And I'll swirl it around. Because I think light's too light and I think fair's too dark. I'll just tap. And then I'll go back and kind of swirl. Once I get that tackiness kind of gone. Okay. And whatever's left, which is not much, tap some back into one of the containers and use the rest on the brush. Okay, stack you guys back up. Okay, bronzer. You know, when I pulled out my Use Up, I didn't pull out a bronzer. But I've been using the KAB, and I know through my whole declutter I said CAB. I'm putting that in the wrong drawer. It stays in this drawer. KAB. It is KAB. I have that, and I also have Park Avenue Princess. I'm going to use the Park Avenue Princess, I think, because I have not used it in a while. Same brush. It may still have face powder on it. It's fine. I usually mix these two right here, which is Princess Cut and Angle. I just mix those two together. Oh, it smells like vanilla. Then for under my jaw, I am going to tap into just a little bit of crown. Just a little bit over here. That might have been more than I needed. Because that is a strong, strong color. Be sure you're blending, 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 blending. I'm going to grab a little bit of the face powder. Just be sure I'm blending that out. Okay. Put you guys back in the drawer that you go into. Let me see. Let me see. Eye primer. Pretty vulgar. I have a couple different eye primers I go back and forth between. This is the one that just happens to be sitting out. That's the one I'm gonna grab. And I have pulled some palettes to use. I'm actually not going to use one of those. I'm going to pull out a different palette, just so I can say I used a different palette. Because going through all these eyeshadow palettes, you realize you got a ton of eyeshadow palettes. You need to use them. I'm going to use, if I can get it out of there. I can't get it out of there. This one, I think. Let me see. Yeah, I'll get you back in the drawer. And to me, these are really dark colors. That's why I don't grab this one a lot. There's no like really good transition color. So I'm going to reach in here and grab one of my little, just one of my little palettes. I think that will work. I think that'll be okay. Big fluffy brush, the one I always use. It is a BH Cosmetics. The name is done wore off. I've had this for years. I'm going to use this little Natasha palette just to go in with a little bit of something before I hit those really dark colors, I think. I'm just grabbing this one to set everything. This picks up a lot of shadow. I don't know if you guys can see. That picked up a lot of shadow. So just fluff away. And I'm going to go into this kind of peachy color. And I'm going to give it a shake. Just very light-handedly buff a little bit of this color up here. I know these palettes were meant for darker skin tone. These Juvia's Place, so that's understandable. I just needed a little bit of something to get me going there. Okay, cleaning that brush off, I'm going to go into the Madagascar. Same brush, I think. I'm just going to try to keep this a little lower. I'm going to pull it down in right here, a little lower. Just fluffing that color in. I'm going to go ahead and switch brushes. I feel like I have no control. This is my Morphe 433. You know, guys, it's my favorite blending brush. It just fits my eye shape so good. I feel like I have more control now of where that color is going. Yes, much better, much better, much better. Okay, clean that brush off. I'm going to go into Kenya, which is this darkest brown. I'm just tapping very straight down, This brush is nice and broken. I've made it like super fluffy. The newer ones do not look like that. This brush is so broken. And just keeping it right there. Just pull it down and then flick it up. Nice. Okay, done with that brush. I have been using this guy a lot because it is little. And again, it fits my little eyelids. I believe this is an Alamar. It came with the Alamar. Yep, I've worn the name off of this one as well. It is a teeny tiny little flat shader brush. And I'm really feeling this green. You guys know I love green and gold. So I'm thinking green, which is Egypt. She's green. I'm leaving that corner of the eye open. Clean that brush off. Now I'm going to go into Zuri, which is this beautiful ivory. I'm hoping this meshes well together. And it does. It does. It looks good. Right here, I'll kind of blend these two together. Might pick up a little bit more green and just kind of blend. Okay. Same brush. I'm going to go into Kenya. I'm just staying kind of like on the tips. I love brushes that I can use for, you know, different applications. I'm not having to switch around a bunch of brushes. And this does not have a mirror. So that's pretty much it for like the eye look. I'm going to grab that. I stuck a Kat Von D in here. There it is. I'm going to see if it's any good. I just opened it. The dagger. It is no longer Kat Von D. I know that. And I'm pretty sure I've had this since before that change was done. Okay, it's just taking it a second to get going. This is hard to do this way. There we go. To me, it just doesn't feel like there's anything in it. It's very, very, very dry. So this might be, see what I'm saying? I think this one, maybe I need to get it just working better. I don't know. I think it's dried up. So I'm just going to go ahead and say trash on that one. I had a little bit of fallout. I'm just going to grab my brush and some banana powder. Flick it away. And time for blush. I'm going to grab... Where's that Morphe palette I had? That had the really pretty... Did I put it down here in the... I think I did put it in the wrong drawer. I think it goes, yep. In the blush drawer. I've had it down in the highlight drawer because it has highlights and it has blushes, but I'm going to put it in the blush drawer because I think this orangey kind of one, I'm actually going to mix Unapologetic. I'm going to mix these two. A little bit more on the Unapologetic. Pretty. I don't want it to be like in your face orange, you know? Don't want in your face orange. And I just kind of do a triangle. Since I have this here, just kind of do like a triangle. And then I can blend over everything. And last up, I'm just going to use my Jeffree Star highlighter. It's sitting here. I'm going to use that one. And highlight brush. And guys, we're almost done. Because mascara, you guys don't have to see me apply mascara. This just has a really pretty peachy, kind of orangey tint to it. So I thought that would be pretty with it. Not going ham. You know me, I don't like heavy. Lippies, I don't even know. I have not worn lipstick in so long. It is ridiculous. That's one I've never even used. Fire Engine by Gerard Cosmetics. I've never even used that. 1995. I love that color, but it would not, well, I think it would. Go with this. Yeah, 1995. And where my lipsticks have sat so long, they're feeling dry. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit of a gloss. We'll take the gloss. This is Body Count. It's a nice neutral with a little bit of shimmer. Just to put some moisture in that. Because it was dry. I don't want to get rid of all my Gerard Cosmetics. I have a bunch of them. And brows. I just use this little Gimme Brow. I think this is the shade 3, which is a brown. My brows are not really brown, but it works. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. I'm getting some more white eyebrows. I thought I had it on me right there. Be okay. Covers up the white ones. That's really all I needed it for. That's it. That's it, guys. I will do my mascara off camera. And that is it. Well, actually, might as well throw it on now. This is Bad Girl Bang, one of my favorites. That is not from the drugstore. This one and Better Than Sex. Those are like my two favorite mascaras from non-drugstore. Drugstore, Lash Paradise, and Voluminous Carbon Black. Definitely my drugstore favorites. All right, guys, that is it. I hate that that liner was already dried up, but like I said in the declutter, it had been down there forever, and I basically forgot it was down there. We got that in a box of some sort. I think it was a Kat Von D themed box that we got from something. That's it. I'm ready to go. I have nowhere to go, but I'm ready to go. It feels nice to be able to put on a full face of makeup again and not have to worry about it getting all inside my mask. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.